Okay, welcome again. Thanks, Madhu, for getting this organized with your group of friends.
You're welcome.
I've called this intro session Ecstasy in the Financial Universe, primarily because I've enjoyed in the last several years doing this for myself and for my clients. And I really enjoyed, and the ecstasy that you would get to experience is something that is personal, and I hope all of you get to experience this as well, along with me and Madhu, who has been more recent in this. Okay, so I have a few PowerPoint just to keep me on track, so that I don't digress and take too much time. You're welcome to ask me questions anytime. And you can stop me and ask me. You don't have to wait till the end. Okay. All right. So just like we devote some time for our physical fitness, I say we need to handle our investments regularly for financial fitness as well. I'm not a big guy on physical fitness, but at least I'm happy I do the financial fitness regime with a certain discipline that is needed. And that's what I try to tell others who care to listen. And I see the benefits of that. In fact, in the last several years now, I charge my fees based only on the fact that they get physically fit. If they don't get, financially fit. If they don't get financially fit, I don't charge my fee as well. So to that extent, I'm confident that people who follow the discipline can become financially fit. Now, in order to do that, obviously, just like you're your physical fitness trainer, you can have a financial fitness trainer, or pick a partner with whom you train, so that there is a joy in sharing as well. Okay. And all this will not take more than 1 hour per week, and over a period of time, you can reduce it to 1 hour a month as well. So it's a fairly simple process that if you understand how to manage your investments, you can do it fairly fast without too much of time taken. Okay? Okay, so I call this the 30-year tertiles. Just like you're the percentiles and quartiles, it's a 30-year tertiles. In the first 30 years of our life, we learn how to earn. And the second 30 years, we start earning, and we work for earning money, and hopefully we save smartly and start investing. And in the last 30 years of age 60 and above, we have to make the money work for us. Okay. Now, several of you may be in any one of these three groups, and you can start looking at how to get involved in your financial fitness. Okay. But if you take care of your health and your wealth in the second tertile, the last one becomes a wonderful period to enjoy your life and spend the money for your experiences, which you can experience if your physical fitness is also good. Okay, so this is not just some sermon I want to give. This is an experience that I've gone through, and I know what I've done and what I've not done, and that's what I share in my classes. Okay, so the best period to start your financial fitness journey is in the second tertile. When we start our career, we start earning, and I keep telling a lot of youngsters these days to start putting aside at least 10%, if not more, of your annual earning every month. Warren Buffett says 20%, but I'm saying even if you start with 10%, I'll show you how much it will add up to over a period of time. Okay. So here is this power of compounding And in my enthusiasm, I made it 120,000 savings in the first year. Actually, 120 may be your income, 10% is your 12,000. So if you start putting 12,000 every year from the first year on for 15 years, and in the second year, your income goes up to 180, so you put 10%, 18,000 out of it for 14 years like that. This is the if you can even make 10% a year on year, you see you will end up with 4.7 million in 15 years. Okay, so you start let's say when you're 30, by 45 you got 4.7. Forget this 47 million. That is my enthusiasm. Okay. So if you can make 15%, you see how much more it becomes, 38 million. Okay. Now, what you will learn in my course is so simple that you can easily beat this 15%, which is just the market rate. Okay. The whole idea of actively managing your financial fitness is to make more than what the market can give. And I can confidently tell you, having done this for so many of my clients, that you can easily make more than 15% on your investments from simple things that you will learn and the discipline that you will get. Okay. So you're never too late to start. Okay, I started in '86, so you know my age now. Okay, I've gone through so many of these market crashes or volatile periods from Black Monday in '87 till now. And if you know how to manage volatility, if you understand volatility, and not be afraid of managing such volatility, then to that extent you will become pretty financially fit. Okay. So as soon as you get your first job after graduation, I say set aside 10%. And people have done that, people are doing it now. I can see how it's helping them. Anybody? I just had a power cut. Am I back? Madhu, you there?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay,
lost
yeah.
your audio, but we are back now. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Sorry about that. So there's a basic difference between savings and investment. Saving is where you just put your money in the bank account and maybe it gives you some interest, but then the original value of the money still remains the same. I've had people who had even up to $400,000 in their bank account, and they moved it to a brokerage account. It was just sitting there earning them 2%. And they thought they'd invested because they had it in Schwab rather than in their bank. So that is just savings bank account. We need to put money in an asset whose underlying value will keep growing. And there are a lot of financial assets today that give you very good returns very safely. And that's what you will learn in my courses. Okay. And financial assets do come with certain risks, but also a lot of rewards. And you will learn to manage both the risk and the reward. Okay. Now, when it comes to financial assets, okay, I say direct equity, the best is yet to come. And in this, more than mutual funds or any portfolio management service and so on, investing directly by yourself in the shares of good companies is the best way to build your financial wealth. Okay, and it's fairly easy to do it once you know what to do. So what you will learn in my first course, I have a set of 3 courses, but you don't need to take the second and third if you feel it's all too complex. The first one is good enough where you will learn simple techniques to learn how to buy stocks, what stocks to buy, which is what I call the fundamental analysis. And having decided that the stocks that you want to buy, let's say you want to buy Tesla, okay, then you learn when to buy and when to sell because you don't want to pay a whole lot of stock that you buy. And obviously, when you sell, you want to get the maximum amount as well. Am I on?
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
You are, Shankar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and I keep going back and forth on this power thing. It's rain, and there are times when you may lose me. I've connected to my phone as well, just to be doubly sure. I have a backup on the internet. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me? Am I back?
Yes, you're back.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, so when it comes to investment versus savings, I talked about why investment is important, not just savings. But when we come to investments, a lot of people mistake it for actual trading in the market. Investment involves trading. We have to buy and we have to sell. But trading is not investment. So what you're going to learn in my courses is about investment, not about trading. So a lot of people do day trading, and I've done my research, and I can tell you that these people who do day trading, on an average over a period of time, do not make more than 15%. Okay. And then the next thing is instead of day trading, can we do daily trading, which means you buy one day and you sell the same stock another day, not on the same day. And I tried 2, 3 different strategies and I tested out in daily trading. The maximum that one can make if they are lucky is 24% over a period of time. Okay. So in my view, day trading or daily trading does not give enough when compared to a proper investment strategy. Okay. And you will learn these simple techniques in my course that will help you to invest and make more than this 24%. Okay, the whole idea is not to be stuck to the computer. This is not going to be your career. This is going to be something that you enjoy doing while you do whatever else is your passion, okay, or your profession. So therefore, we need to understand what is the purpose of investment. Okay, obviously, each one will have their own view about what the purpose is. But for me, at least, and I've seen this for most people, the 2 purposes that we work towards is one to get regular income from the wealth that we have, and number 2, while getting regular income, also to have the value of our total wealth go up, the portfolio value has to go up. And these 2 purposes, what I look for in my own financial journey, and I'm able to achieve both of these without too much of risk of my investment. Okay. So then the question is, a lot of people say I'm a long-term investor, and to me, there's nothing like a long-term. Long-term is just a collection of various short-terms. So if you say, I put money in long-term investments for 10 years, 20 years, 10 years does not come just like that. It's just a collection of 10 1 years. And those 10 1 years is a collection of quarters and then months. So it's an aggregation of these several short terms. Unless we take care of the short term, we cannot take care of the long term. And you will see that in my approach towards investment. Okay. But again, it doesn't mean it's short-term becomes daily trading, okay? Without getting into such micro short-term, you will be involved with your investment in the short term so that your long-term returns and the short-term returns are both good. So this is the chart of the price of NASDAQ, the index in the US, and this is how it has gone up from the early times till now, okay? Then the question is, where is it likely to go, and how do we benefit from it, okay? So 1991 plus 486, 2021, 30 years later, it had become 14,000. So if you had bought the index or the market, the NASDAQ 100 or the number of shares that is represented by the index, okay, and you just held on to it for 30 years and you got ready to sell, the rate of return that you would have made is a very measly 12%, okay? So this is your coffee can approach, where you buy and you hold for 30 years. And in those 30 years, you got busy with your career, your life, your everything, that you perhaps didn't spend time managing this investment of $486 that you made so many years back. And you all of a sudden, 30 years goes by so fast. Children have flown the coop, and now you're looking at your investment saying, oh, wow, I have 14,000. But then it's only a 12% per year investment. So the question is, how do we then increase this 12% to as good as 30% a year? And that's what you're going to learn in this course, okay? So how do we then keep churning? How do we buy low and sell high? And how do we identify such opportunities? So as compared to the coffee can, I call this the churning the butter approach, okay? So unless we constantly look for such patterns and indicators along the way, we won't be able to make that. And you will learn what to look out for in this financial highway in my course, okay? Simple signals and indicators you will learn, which will tell you when to sell, when to buy, okay? And as long as you do this, you can comfortably beat this 24%. So you see here the same NASDAQ chart, but I marked the highs and lows to a certain extent. And in these 30 years, all you did was 7 round trips. You moved in 91 and you sold out in 2000. Then you got back in 2002. The money was lying idle in the bank, and you got out in 2004 and got back in the same year and got out or sold in 2007, kept the money in the bank account, came back in 2008. You just did the 7 round trips, not every day, not every month, okay? And you see your return became 26.5%. The same $486 that you put in, okay, has become quite a lot. I have not written it here. I'll show you the Excel perhaps later, okay? But the rate of return has moved from 12% to 26% by just this 7 round trips, okay? So in the coffee can approach, this 486 became 14,000. So the gain is 13,500 with a return of 12%. Whereas in the churn, you kept doing this, okay, it became 119,000. So the same 486, because you churned it 7 times, 7 round trips, has become 119,000. So not only did you make quite a lot of returns, okay, 26.5, the actual amount, which is what matters, has become $119,000, okay? We can do forecasting of price and time as well. These are all advanced techniques that you will learn in the second course, okay? And you can learn about options and so on in the third course. But all these things you don't need. If you do your lessons that you learned in the first course very well, you can make pretty good returns. Okay. However, if you're interested in options, I do teach that in the third course, more as a risk management tool than as a way to keep trading in options. Okay, options is not something to be afraid of. It is derivatives for all the movies that you have seen in about all these things where people make money and lose money. Don't get carried away by those. Options is a very important tool in your arsenal. So it's a risk management tool that will ensure that you get certain returns comfortably. Okay. So financial freedom is not something that you will get into 30 years after working. You will do it right now, here and now. But you need to get trained because you're going to put all your hard-earned money. Just like in any profession, whether it's a hairdresser or a pilot, you need to get trained, you need to get certified and licensed. But this is one place where you put your hard-earned money. There is no requirement to get trained and certified and licensed to invest your money. So you need to apply this on yourself and commit to getting trained properly. And the training is not going to take a whole lot of time, just 12 hours in 6 days. Over 3 weekends, you can learn the technique. It's simple enough to start training yourself after that. So once you apply the techniques that you learn in these 12 hours and build up your expertise, you can make pretty good returns on your investment and achieve the two purposes that I mentioned earlier, which is regular income and good growth in your portfolio value. The fee for this course is $300. Your spouse
Don't we
and
all, nigga?
your spouse and children can attend free. I keep saying the family that invests together stays together. So, and you can re-attend this course anytime that I offer. I generally try to offer it once in 3 months. You can re-attend free any number of times to refresh. This is the chat group. If you decide to join, you're most welcome to join the group where I'll put all other information, the course outline, and so on. So let me stop here and ask if you have any questions. I'll be happy to address them. This is my name and WhatsApp number and email. You're welcome to message me if you want to have a one-on-one discussion. But I hope to see all of you on September 13th, 6:30 a.m. Indian time, and your time would be wherever you are. Okay. So let me stop here and open it up to questions, please.
Hey, good morning, Shankar. This is Bala. How are you?
Yes, please.
Hey, good. Hey, thanks for doing this. Really appreciate it. Just a question around so given all these trading bots and all these things that are rolled out almost on a daily basis, right?
Mm-hmm.
How effective are these, or how disruptive are those, right? So to say, and what has happened because of these things? Or is the churn, or is are there these bot infused trading that happens a lot more? And how has that pattern changed in the last few years? And what do you think is the future?
First of all, there's no shortcut to success. It is hard, smart work. Okay.
Yeah.
So there are bots, there is AI, all kinds of things come over the last 30, 40 years that I've seen investments. Okay. But there is no substitute to the simple truths that you're going to learn in this course. Everybody is asking the same question, whether you're in America or in New Zealand or in India, irrespective of the space. in the last several years that I've been doing the same question over time, every day, the same question. And the question is, what will happen to the market? Will it go up today? Will it come down today? Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
wants to
The
know
people
when the
want
market is going to go up, right?
correct, correct. People want some like a looking glass or an 8 ball, something like, oh, is it going up or down? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So yesterday, everyone was glued to the TV because this gentleman, Fed chair, was making some noise, and everyone wanted to know whether he's going to cut the rates, interest rates, and
Mhm.
everyone thinks that if he cuts the rates, the economy will improve, and therefore the share prices will go up. Okay, without necessarily knowing all the connections, they have a simplistic view that if the Fed chair opens his mouth, the market is going to respond. And they want to know, will the price go up or price go down? And this is a universal question that people have, irrespective of time, irrespective of space, and irrespective of which market they are working on or which stock they are interested in. Okay? So for this universal question, we are all seeking the truth. We are all seeking the universal truth. Okay? And to get the simple truth for this question, all you need is very simple techniques that have been out there and will continue to be there. So let me give you an analogy, a simple thing. So let's say I have my kid, and my kid is going to school. And it so happens my kid is, playful, is not spending time properly in school, and he's in the bottom of the class. Okay. Obviously, as a parent, I would like my kid to be in the top of the class, right? So one day we have a sit-down meeting, and he says, "Dad, how do I do it? You keep saying I should be in the top of the class. So what do I say? I say, there are 200 kids in your class. There are 30 kids in your class, whatever. So, you are at the bottom. Can you, as a first step, try to go above the average? So if there are 200 kids, try to, find out what the average is. Go above the average. I'm not asking you to go to the top of the class first. Just be above the average. Okay. Even just 1 point above the average is good. So this seems achievable for my kid. So the next time the class exams are there, somehow he manages to beat the average. He's now above the average. Then we have a sit down again. He says, "Yeah, I have achieved this, Dad, but I'm still not there. There are 100 kids above me in the 200 kids class because he's just beaten the average. So there are still 100 people above him." So I said, "Don't worry. In the next time, try to beat that 100 and just go above the average." So now, the next time exam comes, he beats this average of the top 100, and he's now beaten the 50. 50 people are still above him. Right? We just have to beat the average to get to the top. And that is the universal truth. If you just beat the average, the simple average is a very powerful thing. Everything deviates around the mean, okay? Everything. There have been experiments conducted. If you want to find the truth about the weight of whatever, and there are different people, doing this, you just ask everyone around, "Hey, what is the weight of this thing that you guys are packing?" And each one is giving different answers. And in a round robin fashion, in 4 rounds, the actual weight is properly guessed. Okay, these are experiments that have been done, and you can see. So what I'm trying to say is, all these fancy things come, you need to keep the noise away. You just need to focus on finding the truth for yourself about when the market will go up, when the market will go down. You will be able to answer your question yourself once you learn the techniques that I'm going to teach you in these 12 hours. And that's a very simple, basic lesson is what you're going to learn. Okay. And you will experience the power of what I'm saying today after 12 hours. Okay. I don't know whether I answered your question, but it's a long drawn
Yeah, I
out.
got it. Right. I got it. Like it was just a thing about like it's
See,
what has changed over the last few years, but I think
yes.
like I did get
See,
the message.
this is not a course that I'm teaching. What I was teaching, perhaps at Rutgers. I've been a professor. I was at Rutgers and Emory before. Okay, so this is not an MBA course that I'm teaching you. This is not a course in finance that I'm teaching you. This is 12 hours sharing of my experience in the financial freedom that I have been able to get. Okay. Yes, we will use some concepts that you might have learned in your MBA class, but we go beyond that to learn simple techniques to manage our.
Got it. Cool. Thanks, Andrew. Yeah.
Again, the power went off. Am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Am I on?
Yes, yes,
Hello?
you're on. You're on.
Hello? Am I back? Madhu, can you hear me? Okay. Hello? Hello?
Yes, you're on.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? I think you can't
Anyone?
hear me. Yes, yes, you're on. Let me put a chat.
Hello? Madhu, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, yes, yes. We can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Can anyone say anything? Any next question?
Hello. I think
I
you
know
need to fix your.
I'm being
You need
heard.
to fix your headset.
Hello? Madhu, I can't hear you.
Hello. Yeah, you need to fix your. You want to fix your headset?
Hello? I can't hear you.
Your audio.
Let me check my audio now. I'm sorry about this. Oh, okay. I need to reconnect my audio. Let me stop the sharing. I can see the screen.
Hello.
Oh. Okay, once again, I'm trying to see how to get my audio settings. Hello. Stop recording, it says, okay. Press the speaker. I think my audio is gone. Let me see. Manage sound devices.
Yeah, I heard something.
Okay. Let me change it here. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. Okay, wonderful.
Okay.
I think I'm back on. I'm sorry about that. Okay.
Okay.
We're still recording. We were in the question and answer session. So any questions, please?
You've shared the flyer, right? The course
Yeah.
flyer. Yes.
Yes, you can see it now?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay. I'm recording this, so I'll post this in the group as well, or he will give you the link, and I'll keep the chat group open, and you're welcome to join in if you decide to enroll, and then I'll put the course outline and other things there. You have any feedback for me on the timing of the course? I don't know where you all are, so would this timing work? 6:30 a.m. here is what 9 p.m. Eastern in the US. Would that work for all of you? I can't hear. You might be
It, it should work. It should work.
Yeah, okay.
It works for me.
Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so if you don't have any more questions, we can stop here now. And I'll go for my cup of coffee, and I started without coffee this morning. But if you do have anything, please do let me know. You can message me directly. Also, you don't have to necessarily wait for Madhu. My WhatsApp is here. Email, WhatsApp is much easier. So please do interact. So Madhu, shall I stop now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, do you have any few words to add?
No, I have learned a lot from me doing the course a few months back and applying it every week. Yes, I can totally relate to everything you have said so far, having gone through it the last, 3 months now? Yeah,
Yeah, good to
it's been a great journey. Yeah,
thank you.
wish I had taken it earlier.
Yeah, so I've not offered the second and third courses, given what I went through, in my health. So now I'm back on. So hopefully, I will continue the second and third course as well, Madhu. But as I said, you implement what you learned in the first 12 hours before you start taking anything advanced. The simple techniques that you learn in the first course will keep you strong and good for a long time. Okay, so
Yeah, it's always the fundamentals, right?
yeah,
We all know that.
yeah. So thank you all for taking the time to join me this morning or this evening for you. I'll stop the sharing now. I'll stop the recording and we'll post it for you as well. So I hope to see you all in September in my course.